everyone. I'm Katie from Peace in Piermont, and Peace in Piermont is a yoga and mindfulness studio in downtown Piermont, New York, and we offer yoga, mindfulness, meditation, and fitness classes to humans of all sizes. So I'm popping on today because I wanted to put together a mini class for people that are either unfamiliar with yoga, or it's been a while since you practiced maybe, or maybe you have a regular practice and you're just looking for something to follow along with during this time. And so I'm going to start today's class in sukhasana, right? So crisscross applesauce. And I thought about putting music on, but I actually think it's nice just to have the lawnmower in the background that's cutting the lawn across the street. You'll probably hear cars going by. You'll definitely hear birds. And you may hear a distraction or two. And this is all part of life. So no worries. This video will be a good chance for everyone to practice just being present and learning to tune those things out because they're inevitable. So we're going to start today's practice in sukhasana, welcoming a nice deep breath in. During today's practice, if you find your mind wandering at all, just bring your mind back to the present moment by thinking about your breath. It may even help to really put your hands on your belly here, feeling it expand and contract with each inhale and exhale. With each breath in, welcome anything that you're needing or wanting more of today. So maybe that's serenity, peace, calm. And with each exhale, just let go of anything inside that's no longer serving you. Maybe some worry or fear, or sadness or anger. Just let it all go. Inhale, welcome that nice cleansing breath. Send it to any particular area of your body that may hold tension. Maybe it's your shoulders or your back, which are very common. Maybe it's your knees or your elbows. Maybe it's your mind, you have a headache. Just let it all go. Send that nice deep cleansing breath there with each breath in. And with each breath out, let anything go that's no longer serving you. Whenever you're ready, we're going to gently place our hands alongside us. We're going to start to link our breath with movement. So we do yoga to connect the 3 B's, our body, our brain, and our breath. So as you inhale, we're going to lift our arms up and overhead, moving as slowly or quickly as your natural breath allows. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, release. We're going to do this for a few more rounds in the rhythm of your own breath. So yours may be moving fast today or a little bit slower. The cool thing about yoga is there's no wrong or right way to do it. There are safe and unsafe ways to do it, but there's no judgment here. If you're feeling tired and you want a more restorative practice, or if you're feeling like you want to push yourself and challenge yourself a bit more today, there's no judgment for that. There's no wrong or right way to do it. On your next inhale, we're going to lift our arms up and overhead. We'll pause for a moment. As you exhale, you're going to bring your left arm behind you. Your right arm will find your left knee, growing nice and tall on the inhale, and then twisting your spine on the exhale. This should feel like a really nice spinal twist. If for whatever reason it's uncomfortable or it feels painful, just come back to center. Yoga should never be painful. So we're going to sit here nice and tall. Maybe as you exhale again, you want to twist a little bit further. Maybe you don't, and that's okay too. And as you're in this spinal twist. Just feel your belly grow nice and big. Expanding on the inhale. And then let it all go. And then on your next inhale, we'll lift our left arm up, bringing it to our right knee. We're going to drop our chin toward our chest, and we're going to do something that I practice with my kids. We call it dragon breath. So what happens is we are going to take a nice deep inhale in, and as we exhale, we're going to do a loud sigh, a loud dragon-like sigh, and just let it all go. There's no judgment here. If you want to get really loud with this is for you. Okay? So inhale in. And we'll do two more. Deep inhale. And last one. And then we'll inhale our right arm up. And we'll find that nice spinal twist on the other side. Once again, growing nice and tall on the inhale. And maybe twisting a bit more as you exhale. Just noticing. Mindfulness is all about noticing, not with judgment, but with curiosity. So take a moment and just notice how it feels on this side compared to the other. Maybe it's easier, maybe it's more challenging. Either is okay. And one more deep breath in. And on your next exhale, we'll return to center. We're going to take our hands in front of us, and we're going to walk our hands out as far as we can, but with keeping our glutes grounded. So if your bottom starts to come off the ground, walk your hands back toward your body here. All right, and if you notice any tension in your shoulders or upper back, what I want you to do is either walk your hands closer to your body or bend at your elbow. And you should feel a nice stretch in your legs here. You can drop your head, maybe your chin goes toward your chest. On your next inhale, we're going to walk our hands back toward our body. We'll look down for a moment just to notice whichever leg is either in front or if you're in lotus on top. And then we're going to extend our legs outward. We'll take a moment here to point and flex our feet. We're going to stay here for a bit and just have some gratitude for our legs and our feet and our toes. Maybe you want to massage out your legs, maybe having one hand on each leg or both hands on one. And as you're doing this, just think about all the things that your legs and ankles and feet and toes allow you to do. Aside from just walking, right, which we do constantly, most of us, they maybe allow you to ride your bike or your scooter, hop, skip, jump, play basketball, baseball. It's always important to pause and have gratitude for things like our legs that really make our lives a lot more fun and easier. And whenever you're feeling nice and relaxed and grateful, you can bend your legs one more time, coming into sukhasana or lotus, and this time you'll have the opposite leg either on front or on top. And this time what we're going to do is we'll inhale our arms up, and as we exhale, we're going to face our left knee and frame it with our hands. And we're going to find that same stretch we just did on our center, except we'll do it facing our knee. And you can, same thing, if you feel tension in your shoulders, bend at your elbows. Maybe you want to drop your head onto your knee. Maybe you don't. Maybe that doesn't feel good. Again, there's no wrong or right way. There's no judgment. We do yoga to be kind to ourselves to deepen our self-love. The last thing we ever want to do in yoga is be hard on ourselves. And then as we inhale, we'll walk our hands back in, and we're going to find that same stretch on the other side. This may feel different, especially if you have one leg on top. It'll be a little harder to reach the leg that's on the bottom, and there's no judgment there. And then on your next inhale, we'll walk back up. Now we're going to take our left hand and mirror you. So it'll be your left hand, and you'll walk that hand out as far as you can, again, keeping your glutes grounded here. And then as you inhale, you'll lift your right arm up and overhead, feeling a really nice side body stretch here. Again, relaxing that shoulder. We have this tendency of bringing our shoulder toward our ear, right? So sending it back and down every opportunity we get. I like to use my exhale as a reminder to relax my shoulders. On your next inhale, we'll come to center, and then as we exhale, we'll find that same stretch on the other side. Just noticing if there is a difference between this side and the other. Again, just noticing with curiosity, never to judge. And on your next inhale, we'll find our center once more. We're going to pause for a moment here, and I want you to look down at your hands. And let's take a few moments to massage out our hands and our fingers, really carving out time here to find gratitude for our hands and our fingers. They do so much for us each and every day throughout the day. We're so fortunate to have hands and fingers. They help us write, they help us hold things, they help us eat, clean ourselves, wash our hands, right? Keep germs out of our body. They help us hug each other when we're not experiencing a pandemic. They do so much for us. They allow us to brush our teeth and keep ourselves clean. They allow us to hold water and hydrate. Our hands do so much all day, every day. So as often as you can, just pause and have gratitude, because there are so many little things that we can get carried away with and forget about everything we do have. We have what's most important. And then we'll pause for a moment here. We're going to get ready to wrap up our practice for the day. I'm going to try to keep these videos to just 15 minutes. Before we end, I want you to just pause for a moment here. We will meditate together, but I want to pause for a moment before we do that, and I want you to think about something you love about yourself. So maybe you want to have your hands on your heart for this. Maybe you want to rest your eyes. Think of something you really, truly love about yourself. Now I want you to hold that close to you, and I want you to think about something you want to learn to love about yourself, especially in this time. What is something maybe you want to be easier on yourself for, or just find love for about yourself? Be really specific if you can. And again, don't be hard on yourself if nothing comes to mind right now. Maybe it's just the question you ask yourself today. How can I love myself deeper? Where am I being hard on myself? And how can I find love for that area? Whenever you're ready, if your eyes are closed, you can gently open them. So we're going to get ready to do a meditation together. I'm just going to reach for my phone so that I can time us. And how we're going to meditate today is either you can continue to sit in sukhasana, crisscross applesauce, or you can sit on your heels with bent knees here. And I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute. And what happens when we meditate is we just breathe and we allow ourselves presence. Sorry, something weird is happening. We allow ourselves to be present in this moment. And we do that by really just thinking about our breath. Again, sometimes it helps people if they have their hands on their belly here. So if you find your mind wandering throughout our practice today, just remember your breath, and maybe you want to put your hands on your stomach and feel it. And just remember, we're not robots. We don't have a button in the back of our head where we can switch it and turn our brain off. So we always want to be easy on ourselves, and again, come back to that self-love. And we'll practice meditating. So we meditate, again, we can have our hands with our palms up or down, or maybe holding our hands, or on our belly. There's lots of choices. And you can either pick something to stare at so you're not distracted, or you can close your eyes altogether. And I like to set a timer, so I'm going to set a timer for us to meditate for 1 minute, and then we'll know it's time to wrap up when we hear the timer go off. So for 1 minute, we're not going to talk or move. Okay, so I'm going to set my timer. Welcome a nice deep breath in, and let's begin. I hope you all enjoyed today's video and you found it helpful. And I thank you so much for taking this time to follow along and practice with me today. This is my first time doing something like this, and it's very out of my comfort zone. I don't like videos. So I hope you enjoyed it and you found it helpful, and feel free to share it with a friend or a family member or loved one. And I hope to see you all soon, whether digitally or at the studio, whenever it's open again. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice with me today. The light in me sees and honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Have a great day.